Hello, I'm back from a short trip again with a new video, a new painting video. This time I'm painting some flowers. Actually, some of my favorite flowers, sunflowers. um, I've recently had an interesting experience, not a very pleasant one, which made me question my own mortality, and sunflowers were just seemed to be popping into my head recently a lot because when I was in Japan, I went to the projection exhibition, the Labs Planets Studio. Is it like that? It's basically a big exhibition hall where you might have seen some videos and pictures of big projections, and it's just an amazing immersive experience. Through some parts you're walking through water and seeing all these incredible projections and lights shining through, and one of the last ones just really got me, hit me in the feels. We walked in and everything was projected. People were lying on the floor, but you could barely see them. But what I did see was these massive sunflowers in cosmos just floating around. You know, they were just starting to bloom and then blooming and then separating and decaying and just circling around. I was laying there for maybe, 20 minutes. It was so intense in the way that it was moving that if one of my friends even got motion sickness and she couldn't be in the room anymore, you really just forget that you're lying on the floor or standing or whatever. It was very, very atmospheric. So what I really loved about it was as well that it was capturing the movement and stuff in the room, and it was projecting and counting and making the projection as we were there. So it was never really repeating itself throughout the whole of the time that the projection was on, which is, I think it's on for like a few months at a time. And it just made those sunflowers in the sky just look like the sun, but the sun is like everlasting, and of course sunflowers is kind of like a symbol of the sun and the warmth. And for me it also is, obviously, as a flower, it's a symbol of decaying and death and a short span of life. And yes, I don't know, they've always really represented a lot to do with death. So I was looking, I'm actually painting from a photograph, which is probably not the best way, obviously, to paint sunflowers, but I really wanted to do them as well because I'm making another project on fabric. Trying to do some painting in sort of batik style on cotton, and sunflowers is my next image that I've created. I think it was quite a challenging but a very enjoyable process of painting. Flowers in general, I find that they're quite challenging as they reflect and absorb certain colors, and then you can see the light shining through certain areas, and the intensity and the colors really vary based on it. I think I'm gonna make some of these paintings that I do as videos available for purchase. They're quite small, a bit a bit larger than sort of A5 size squares, made with acrylic paint. I'm using just some general, I think 5 or 6 colors of acrylics: white, black, yellow, orange, ultramarine blue, I think, cadmium red. I can't remember which yellow I used. And yeah, I'm getting my green by just mixing the blue and the yellow. It's quite interesting to have a limiting palette, because I'm currently watching Our Painted Lives, and I can't recommend it more. It's amazing if you want to improve and maybe get some references for certain pictures, and just to really think about the process of what you're painting. On this one, I found quite enjoyable to do the background as well. The image had like this sort of painted over wallpaper, but it was like kind of ripping apart, like kind of marbly looking effect. I think the gray blue made the color stand out. Yes, it was quite pleasant to do. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, follow me on Instagram, see more work, and see you later. Have a nice day.